Hi everyone, I'm Christine Josty of Mail Something Pretty, and I have the sweetest card to show you. Um, it is really sweet, and I just realized I didn't bring up all the paper to show you, but you can kind of get a feel for what the paper is. And it goes with this new stamp set. This will be out in March, March of 2026, so I'm showing you a little bit early, called Filled with Sweetness, and it's awesome. So they make like little jelly jars, and so you can kind of see the size of the stamp. It's quite large and cover, and we're just going to really just use the strawberry and the blueberries from the set, but it has the dies. And what the cool thing is, and I actually made one the other day, and I will do a video on it, but it has this die which folds in half, so the whole jelly jar is the card base, which is kind of cool. And then you got all of these labels and like the edge of a spoon and the cutouts. Actually, I'll just take them out now. I need the strawberry and the blueberry little bow. It's a set that's fun, and I'm planning some good things with it. So again, this won't be available till March. It's one of those online exclusive sets, so you won't see it in a catalog, but you will see it online. But here's the card. And so it just flips up, just like that. And I just realized, I think I left my heart downstairs, so maybe we'll do one that has thank you on the inside. So it's a really easy card. So I actually had done, if you follow me and watch my videos, I do a live video with my good friend Ann Lewis, who is a demonstrator in Australia, and we do it once a month. So this was actually our January project, and I'll show you some other cards. It's kind of like what we do now is like a mystery stamping. So I had everyone kind of build this card based on whatever paper and stamps that they had. So this was actually the one that I made on that January live, and you can find it on my YouTube channel. Just go into the lives tab, and it was January, and it will say something about let's create together January or something. So this was the card, and this is just using that same paper, just a different format. But it's a fun little fold. It's easy, but it's cute. It's a little bit, different than the regular fold. Little sheep. So let me just show you how to put it together. So I'm just going to make the same colors that I did before. This one's already cut because it was a club project and I had a few pieces left over. So here are the measurements. It's just a quarter sheet of paper. So this is 5.5 by 4.25. I'm using Misty Moonlight here. And I do need to cut this one. So I just called it the lift up, but it's 3 3/4 by 8.5. So that's already 8. This is already 8.5. So I'm going to cut this here at 3 3/4. Did I say this is Calypso Coral? I can't remember. I'm gonna just score this right in half at 4 1/4. That's kind of the whole basis of the card right there. Let's see, this will fold in half. I'm we'll just put that right on top. So you can make any colors, any style you want. You could even put that in the middle. You could put it on this side. This is part of that paper pack, and I'm sorry I didn't bring it up. They have this print with all the gems. They have another very similar print, but it's just like smaller jars. They have like a blue and white gingham. They have a sheet that has spoons on it. That's the back. So it's a fun little sheet. And I think they had one with strawberries. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I like to attach my strip to the side first. So that's 1 1/4 by 4. And it's a Misty Moonlight print, but it has like a denim feel to it. Kind of reminds me of like old-fashioned fabric. All right, so that's going to go right there. Oops. And then I'm just going to put this right in here. The top and the bottom will align with the top and the bottom of the base. And so the reason why I put this on first is then you can kind of center it so you can kind of get a nice even borders. Okay, and so there's the card right there. So now we'll just add a little white on the inside. So that is 3.5 by 4. Super easy. Still considered a fun fold. And then, do I have, well, guess what? I don't have my bear paper. I will go get the whole pack. Hold on one sec. Okay, silly me. But now I remember why I forgot it, because for club, we used up all pieces of this, so I knew I had to cut. So let me just show you. So there's some spoons with some hearts. There's that other paper that we've used. Oh, ladybugs, that's right. Ladybugs. There's the gingham. There's the flowers. This is the one I'm going to use for this card because I ran out of the big ones. That's fun. You get little, I guess that's good for scrapbooking, or you can make some cards out of it. Write a recipe on there, a little jam recipe to send to somebody. And then here we go, some fruit, summer fruit. It's just blue on the back. So it's sweet. So it's called Homemade Sweetness. Again, that will be out in March also. All right, so we're going to alter our directions here because inside white and DSP, it's the same size, 3.5 by 4. So we want the 3.5 to be like the width. So I'll cut that at 3.5. And then I will cut this to 4. So you can get a lot of blocks this size out of a sheet of paper, so you can make a whole bunch of cards with the paper that comes in a pack. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the dies come with 4 different labels, and I love this. So this fun little, it's kind of scallopy, kind of a traditional little label. You got a little scallop and a little like jar tag. So it's kind of fun. So I think I have, I'm gonna use, I have been using this one. I kind of like this one. I like both. I'll do this. I don't think I have any samples of that one, so I'll use that one. They're both really good. So I'm going to stamp. I'm going to use Misty Moonlight because that is the color of my card base. You're the Sweetest. All right. There we go. And then actually, I'm going to stamp Thank You on the inside. I think those two sayings go well together. And then we just need to make our strawberry and our blueberry. All right, so I'm going to stamp, I'm going to use StazOn ink because I'm going to use watercolored pencils. So there's our strawberry. It's funny, I love the graphic of a strawberry, but I do not like the taste of a strawberry. My kids think that's funny, but that's just how it is. All right, so I have strawberry and blueberry, and I'm going to use my watercolored pencils. And I brought out, I have just kind of pinks, reds, greens. But I also made a little coloring chart of the pencils that Stamp It Up sells. So you have kind of 3 different shades of blueberries. So there's Balmy Blue, Pacific Point, and they might just call that blue now in the updated pencils. Night of Navy, Melon Mambo, Real Red, and Cherry Cobbler. Isn't it funny that the Real Red kind of takes on like a little bit of an orange tone? But that's my little color chart. So I'm just going to grab a blue. I didn't even pay attention. This one says Pacific Point because they're all good. So I'm just going to color. And I'm fine if there's a little white space because we're going to use those blender pens to kind of mush it all together. You'll see in a second. If you want to do a little darker by these lines, you can. Okay. Again, not the greatest coloring job, but just hold tight because it's going to look good. A little green. All right, and actually I'll just use the green here too on the strawberry. I think this one's Granny Apple Green, but you have a couple green choices. And then I'll grab the first one I grabbed was Cherry Cobbler. I like to color in circles versus lines because then sometimes, you know, you can kind of see the lines. I also think if you color on either the silicone mat or the Pierce mat, you get a nice, it's kind of flattens the tip. So you get a nice coverage. All right. So then we're going to take these blender pens, and you actually get 3 in a pack. And there's 2 tips. And even though it's stained, it should be clear. And I always make sure I run it clear. And we don't really know what's inside there. I'm going to go over the green. Someone said it could be even just rubbing alcohol, but something's in it that will kind of, it's hard to see on this one, but you'll see better on the blue and the red. And then I'm just going to run it until you don't see a color. And now I'm going to go on top of the blue. Again, I'm doing circular motions. Now, if I touch the green, it's going to blend the blue and the green together. So I'm trying to stay away from it. Sometimes you want to blend colors together, but in this case, I don't. I'm just going right up to the line. So you can kind of see how that makes it have this like little watercolor look. You don't want to keep going over and over because it will pill the paper. All right, so now we'll do the red. I really don't want to get that green in there because it will turn brown. If you mix complementary colors together, like green and red, or orange and blue, or purple and yellow, you get brown. All right, so there is our strawberry and our blueberry. I just make sure that's clear. And you can either cut them with scissors or we have dies. We'll just use the dies. Out of the way. Bring up my machine. Oh, I noticed my glue doesn't have its cover on. Okay. All right, and these are pretty easy ones to line up. Again, these would be easy enough to cut out with scissors too, but since we have the dies, you know, some people put washi tape or some sort of temporary tape. I usually just put my thumb on there. That generally works, of making sure that they don't move. All right, so we have a blueberry and a strawberry. And I'm going to, so Stampin' Up! Has redesigned somewhat recently their stamp sets and dies, so you get these clear envelopes. So what I've been doing is all my little pieces, I'm putting in a clear envelope. Let Stampin' Up! Sells. And it is resealable. So that way I don't lose the pieces. And then I can kind of keep them all together in the envelope like that. Okay, I just didn't want to lose them. So now we can just finish off our card here. Just about done. So I can either do a dimensional or do flat. I think I'll just put it flat down because then I'll pop up the fruit. You're the sweetest. And then you can decide you want the strawberry in the bottom or at the top. I kind of have been doing the strawberry on the bottom because it's bigger. And then I'll just use a couple of dimensionals. Actually, I'll just use one. Make sure you can read it. So it's a nice, like I said at the beginning, kind of an easy, fun fold card. There you go. You're the sweetest. Nice little card. It actually does come with little gems that match it. For this particular card, I think to add these would be a little bit too busy. So I haven't been adding them on this one, but certainly other projects I will. But they're little strawberries and these fun little dots. All right, so I take these two out here so you can kind of see the two different papers together and actually the two different shapes and the two different positions. Look at that. Perfect. So if you like this card, let me know. If you need the products, let me know too. You can always shop at mailsomethingpretty.com/shop. And but this stuff isn't available till March, so you have to wait a little bit. But you can still make the fun fold card. If you are not receiving my emails, please sign up for them at mailsomethingpretty.com. I send out emails every Tuesday, and hopefully with good information that helps you with your card making and paper crafting. Have a wonderful day. You're the sweetest. Bye-bye.